Hello and welcome to Ogre Battle. I am the TheAisForAlmighty. I'm going to make some noise. This game came out in '95. It's something of a turn-based strategy. I love it. I hope you'll love it. Let's get started. This guy's going to give us some tarot card draws. We're going to answer some questions, and it's going to determine our leader's attributes and what kind of fighter he's going to be. But first, I got to put in my name. I don't remember the answers to these questions. I'm going to play from memory. For the most part, I'm just going to answer them as best I can. You'll see what I mean by these affect your attributes. Well, I'll explain it once I get there. I should have skipped this part, but people like it. I'll also sacrifice someone, deceive someone, steal from someone. I'll also read the questions starting now. You have been commanded by your king to create a magic potion. What kind of potion do you create? Poison, wealth, immortality. Among one of your trusted followers, a traitor is discovered. What do you do? Give him 200 lashes, banish him forever, kill the traitor. I don't know the answers to these, honestly. If you want to discuss them in the comments, that's cool too. I don't think I'm going to have many commenters. It is difficult to rule those with ideas different from your own. What do you look for most in a leader? Compassion, self-respect, a sense of justice. I'm not sure if I don't know the difference. Well, that's wrong. I'm not sure if it's a toss-up between compassion and a sense of justice. You are staring at the full moon the night before a battle. What are you thinking of? The results of the battle, your family, your beautiful lover. And finally, please choose a tarot card from the deck. I need to eat. I'm starving. Anyone else hungry? Temperance. O gods, please grant to our leader bravery and honor, and to us all, victory. So we go here, so we can see what we got, and I didn't do well. I did okay. Sonic Strike and 3 attacks from the front. They're good. They're average stats. 50 is about average. 50 strength, 52 agility. I'm not really worried about the intelligence, not on this particular type of class. Charisma's decent. Alignment's one shy of being able to do stuff. He's got good luck though, considering. It could have gone worse. So let's go over some of these. Eliza the Valkyrie, she has 2 lightning strikes. That's actually a good unit to have in the back to start with. And she's got decent intelligence. So she does magic. It's lightning magic. You'll see that. And these are frontline fighters. As you can see, they're forward. In the front row, they hit for 2 attacks. They swing twice. No. Let me not say that because that's the wrong. It's better. It's easier to show you. Don't you swing at me. It's easier to show you, so we'll just do that. Let's get on with it. I'm not going to read this. It's kind of long. I'll scroll. I'll let it scroll, though, so if you want to read it, you can. I remember playing this game on the Super Nintendo, and I bought it for the PlayStation as well. I think it's sitting right here. No, it's not. Oh, well. Yeah, I let someone borrow it, and I had to fight to get it back from him. It was fun. I love this game. and you'll understand what I mean by it's a pseudo a pseudo turn-based. I mean, a pseudo strategy game. There are strategy elements, but they're not. You're not really beholden to them as much as, um, I guess, as much as I would like, or I would have. I can't say I would have done, because who am I, right? No. I'm gonna struggle with these controls because I play. Come on, thank you. I play using something else. Oh, on the Super Nintendo, the controllers are different, so I keep going to the Super Nintendo version, and I use a USB. If that music is too loud, I tested it earlier. I've been having problems with my sound setup with this particular game and Cam Studio and all that crap, so I don't know. It's just burdensome. I don't even know if this mic is going as well as it should. Is that close? Am I going to do ASMR? No, I'm not. Each time you liberate from a town or a temple, you're asked if you want to draw a card. You may, but the cards affect your units in your squad. I'm going to flip-flop between squad and units. Units I want to use for the individual characters. So, for example, this is the chariot card pull. The character's strength went up 2 points. So that's positive. There are negative cards as well. So you have to be aware of that. Yes, I'll keep that card. I'll keep most of the cards at the beginning because at the beginning they're the most helpful. And then after that, I'll pick and choose which cards I keep because there are cards I'd rather use. And there are reasons why. I'll explain as they come up. By liberating the towns and the temples, you can gather information and get tarot cards. You will also receive a tribute every day from each town you liberate. You can't run an army without money, so be sure you liberate some towns. Shall I repeat that? No, thank you. May the gods go with you. TheAisForAlmighty. They were explaining what I just explained. Where is it? Come on, I'm wasting time. No. Fine. It's triangle. It's not triangle. It's not square. There. So, basically, you get your tributes from the towns. Your units cost money. Each unit or squad that you deploy costs money. So, at the beginning of each day, your tributes minus your unit expenses equals your pre-balance. And then your overall balance is what you have when you first came into the place, or the beginning of each day, I guess. Basically it tallies up your money. In the upper right hand corner, 30,000 is how much money I have now. The day-night timer is the sun moon. It's about to be midnight. It's close to midnight. And that's your reputation meter right below, directly beneath it. And mine is slightly below half, which at this point in the game it doesn't really matter, because there's so long to go and you can build your reputation. Basically, the best way, the fastest way is, I hate to say it, but it's tarot cards. By getting the right tarot cards, because they boost it on top of what you do, which is when you liberate a town with a high alignment unit, you get more reputation, or higher reputation. If you liberate with low alignment units, your reputation goes down. Zeltania. So learning the game at the beginning, it's the nuance and all that stuff in the meta game. I will draw Hierophant. This is a good card. It puts people to the other unit to sleep, the other squad to sleep, and it boosts my alignment. So that's good. So now I'm over 50. The more over 50, I believe it is the more bonus, or the greater the bonus to your reputation, or greater impact. My name is Lance. Lance or Lance, I don't know how. Lance, maybe? I'll call him Lance. My name is Lance. I'm a knight of the Royal Zenobian Army. You must be the new leader Warren was talking about. I must say, I like the look in your eyes. We have lived until this day only to see the wasteful death of King Gran avenged. I believe that at your side, we just may be able to do it. We just may be able to do it. I hereby pledge allegiance to you. I am jacking this up. I hereby pledge allegiance to you. We will fight with you until the Zenobian Empire is crushed and true peace has returned to this land. Really hungry. I'm not going to deploy him yet. There's no real reason to. It's just a quick way. It's a way that they can show you how to deploy in like tutorial level where it's safe. It's always safe because you just do it at the beginning of each map. Plus you can pause it and then deploy. Like right now, he's gonna run through that water, but the PlayStation version actually has waypoints that you can set. The Super Nintendo version did not. Not that I recollect, and I haven't found it if it does. So now that doesn't make any sense because that's not where I put that line. So you see what I mean? So it's just a limitation, I guess, of the hardware. Yay me. Everything is progressing in real time. Morning to night, night to morning. That's a sentence fragment. Time is always flowing. You must therefore be able to make quick decisions or lose battles. When you need time to consider your strategy, press the start button to issue the pause command. Even while paused, you can issue commands. Wow, I sounded like a robot there. So you can avoid hasty decisions. Especially before battling an enemy unit, it is always wise to pause and check your unit's condition. Shall I repeat that? No. So everything she said at the beginning matters little. She says there's no quick decision worries if I can just do this. And then do this. But she's right, and I do that quite often, so I'm going to have to find a way to cut these videos up because otherwise it takes a long time to get through a map. There's only 28. They can be hours long. But it's because I'm a mess. I'm a maniac when it comes to this. I'll min-max the crap out of it. Actually, I won't. There are certain things I will do, though. I'll switch weapons between units and stuff, and that takes a while. Warren, it seems that you have prepared for the battle ahead. Of course I did. You must now do battle with me. If you manage to defeat me, we will all follow you. What if I die? Well, I guess I die. Imagine that. Let's do it. Music time. I love it. Okay, so here's what I was talking about before. The guys in the front line have two attacks per battle. So once you go into battle like this, we got into this battle, they will attack 2 times, one each. Basically one for each turn. And a turn is basically everybody gets to attack 1 time, right? And then you go into the next turn, which will be their second attack. The Valkyrie in the front row, she does a melee attack. In the back row, she does a magical lightning attack. The leader has 3 front attacks, 3 attacks in the front, 3 melee attacks in the front, but 1 in the back. And these guys, the little fighters up here, they have 2 attacks in the front and 1 in the back. So you have to manage who does what, because the way you win fights is either A, destroying everybody on the opposition. Opposition. I'll stop stuttering soon. Or doing the most damage in the battle. So he's only 1 unit. He can't beat me, but because this is a boss battle, if you don't destroy the boss, you automatically lose, and you'll retreat. And every time you retreat, you lose reputation, or I believe you just lose reputation. It's a very slight hit, though. Or if you run away. I run away often, so it doesn't matter. He's by himself. It shouldn't be a problem beating him in the first round. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you got to do it twice, but it's not a big deal. You can use your tarot cards. These are actually direct damage. They do fire damage. The priestess heals Hierophant puts to sleep, but he won't put the leader to sleep because he has a high resistance. Chariot, I almost said Cherokee. Chariot does physical damage. Death is a special card. The units have to be half or less hit points remaining for death to, basically death kills them. Tolerance wakes up stunned and sleep units. Tower does a ground attack, but I can't, it's not good. Moon moves, switches the ranks, so front to back. See, oh, I didn't even know it did that in this version. Calls forth an earthquake, so I could have just done that. Anyway, we'll get after it. That's actually a really good attack, but it hurts him. What is going on? Did you see that? Something's wrong with the video. I can't win. I hope that's the only effect that it does it on. You have done well, and all now know your power. Our fate now lies in your hands, TheAisForAlmighty. Now we shall fight together against the Zetagenian Empire until the Zetagenian Empire is brought to its knees. I can't read. Congratulations, you liberated Volzak. Balzac. I had to do it. Alright, so when you beat him... Oh, this is... What's going on with my setup? Goodness me. I hope you guys can't see that. I hope it's because it's Cam Studio. When you win, you get bonus money for clearing it. Also, you can go back to each map, which I will do. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do this first, so I can show you that. Really, really quick like. Because there are secret things. Just like this was a secret town, or a hidden town rather. This thing's janky. There are buried treasures in places. And here's one place. You'll notice how slowly he goes over water. In the dark blue, it's even slower because he's not good in water. I don't know how else to say. Death claws. I think these are 8 and they do black damage or dark damage. Come on. Thank you. And you also want to... I'm just going to grab these treasures first. You also want to revisit the towns because they have things that happen after you defeat the boss. So this is just a lot of travel. This is a lot of... I'm only going to show this particular one. You can get the buried treasures in hidden towns. Like I got the hidden town during the battle. Excuse me, during the battle phases. You can get the buried treasure before or after. I don't believe that there's a higher chance to get better objects or items or treasure if you do it during the fighting phase. But I don't know. I think I'll do it afterwards just so I can keep the time on the vids down or lower, and then I'll just go after them later. There's all kinds of well, not all kinds, but there's certainly walkthroughs that show all the I'm having a bad time speaking today, I'm sorry. There are walkthroughs on GameFAQs definitely that show all the hidden treasures. Listen to me. It's a mess. You can make 3 commands at the main map screen by pressing the square button. Use the edit menu, edit units. Alright, you know, enough. I'll just show you that. I showed you that before. Somewhat. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see what you have to say. you are in an area you have already cleared, you can return to the main map screen anytime, just by pressing the square button for commands. And that's that. But you don't need it. I just want to go back. Why does he do that? Why would you go in the water? To avoid the mountain? That's weird. Maybe he's faster in the shallow water. Throw me in the shallow water. Pressing R1, you can see the whole map. Alright. There's R1. And now, square. And we're out. Here's the options. Turn off the... You can turn off the animations there. You can turn off the music there. You can sound effects. Music. Sound effects. Slow down the question or speed up the question. Questions. The text speed. I can't remember which one is fast and which one is slow, so I'll leave them both at 2. And this is the time of day. But everything moves slower. Even your... I think your troops' movements are slower slightly. But it also gives you a longer day. So you can... it's about the same. It's easier for you to react, basically. I'll keep it on 2 for now. This is the next map. But let's look in here real quick. And these are... This is your army. These are the ones you can deploy for money. It's terrible. At the start, this is really bad. I'll show you the worst units. They are. They're the worst. I don't care what anybody says. But they grow up into become they grow up into Valkyries, or they level up into Valkyries, so that's good. I'll explain that in the next video. But I'm gonna end this one, go offline. Go off screen. And then, you know what? I can do that now. I'll be right back.